for the home stretch.
On the other side of the field. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's coming at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if we have anything special in store for him today.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect, the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
That's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. And look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about, let's take that forward now. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Wide open receiver complete. touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The home team's offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category. In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a run up the middle with Washington. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
3rd down and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on to punt.
Problems with his snap, and the ball is loose. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
Point after here coming up. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And able to get this out to the 25. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
When you look at this defense,
and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Off of play action. Luck. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. offense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Luck.
And complete to Drake London.
And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
And here's a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. The definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
When you look at this defense,
and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st, here's Washington. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Washington. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Oh, nice move.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And they love to find different ways to get into the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
To Kyle Pitts. A gain of 14. Result is a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Luck now to throw. The kicker here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Again, Luck.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Luck.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Now Luck.
Throw left side, there's London.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Now we'll pause for an injured player, and that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. Back to throw, Luck. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Luck. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, here's Luck. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
From 10 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Back to throw again.
And he'll get it right back to Washington. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
19-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
York now for the extra point.
And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 5.
Now Luck.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. To throw is Luck. And a quick throw here that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Luck throwing again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From the 50, it's Luck.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
So they bring out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. It begins in Kansas City. The Chiefs at home to take on Indianapolis. And this is Hollywood Brown.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Luck. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Here's Luck. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Play action, it's Luck.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Off of play action, Luck. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Washington gets it going right. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Daniel. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective side, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year.
As these guys are able to regain the lead.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Luck now to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Throwing is Luck.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two.
So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he comes back with one complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Daniel.
Gain of 6. Complete to number 86, Dalton Kincaid. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it's Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Luck. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. In motion goes the tight end. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Up the middle they go. Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run from the shotgun with Washington. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A handoff for Washington. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
A 55-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. the 48-yard line. Here's second down and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This offense so far on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third and 8. A shotgun snap for Locke. That is caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This second and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Third and 2. Here's Locke. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. To throw is Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now Locke. He finds Smith out of the backfield. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
Brandon, third and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up. Unable to get it on third down.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Yeah, it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go on second and 12. Over the middle, complete. That's Daniel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time, but action was on the clock.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
It's a gain of 17.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Dobbs to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff running through the middle.
A hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Dobbs is throwing. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
2nd down and 4.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
2nd down, goal to go.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Dobbs. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts.
And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
from 6 yards away. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a heck of a move, man.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, under 1:20 to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Washington on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
He finds his man, complete. That's Daniel. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
No timeouts remain. 8 seconds on the clock.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but